When you see your heart rate, essentially is like driving a car, knowing how fast you're driving. So you're learning about your body, you're listening to your body, and you know how hard you're pushing yourself. So the key thing is about intensity. You can run it hard, you can run it moderate, or you can run it easy. So it's important that you need to know how hard you're pushing yourself. Therefore, you're always tracking and knowing how much fuel you have left in your body. This is a Polar. It's a Polar heart rate monitor. Okay, this is a transmitter strap. Clip on a transmitter like this. And what this does is that it's an ECG accurate device that picks up your heart rate and it transmits wirelessly to your watch. And therefore, you see your heart rate in a run. I think the critical thing is people tend to run either too slow or too fast. Now, when you track the speed and you match it to intensity that you can sustain in the race, that's how it all works. So I like to do my interval training actually with a heart rate monitor. When you don't train with heart rate, you always tend to run intervals a little bit too quickly or maybe too hard. So what I do is that I run slightly faster than my goal pace in a marathon, and I'll look at my heart rate to see if I can sustain that. So for instance, if I'm targeting a 4-hour marathon, I'll be targeting like a goal pace of about 5 to 5 minutes 20 seconds per kilometer, and I'll run a track say for a kilometer. And what I do is that I try to keep my heart rate at about slightly above zone 3 at the low zone 4, and I'll try to sustain it in a run. So I'll do repeat interval in that. As I do more of this interval, I get very familiar with my pace, and therefore I'm able to sustain my marathon pace very well. This model that I have here is called the RCX5. You can set the pace that you want to run. So for instance, you say that you want to run a marathon in 4 hours. I can set it at 4 hours, and it tracks me on how fast I'm running and how well I'm progressing. There's various ways to measure the speed. Okay, I can wear this GPS sensor on my arm, or just put it into my pocket, and this senses the GPS and gives me a speed. There are many other features on the Polar. So it tracks the calories, it tracks the speed. There's a feature called the own zone optimizer. So if you're not familiar with the zone, you can just do a little warm up with this device and actually advise you on what zone you should be running. And the best part is that there's this race pace target feature on the watch that I can set a race pace and it tracks me in the run.